Hi everybody, welcome to today's workout. I'll spend a few minutes at the beginning breaking down each move for you and showing you how to do it properly, and then I will proceed to demonstrate all of the moves at tempo with music. So if you're very new to ballet, make sure you watch this breakdown first. It's going to show you how to do the moves so that they don't stress your joints and how to do them properly so that you're engaging the proper muscle groups. But if you are very experienced with ballet and want to skip right ahead to the demo, go for it. Up to you, whatever you're more comfortable with. So first of all, if you are new to ballet and you're gonna watch the move breakdown, I really encourage you to watch the alignment video that we shared with you yesterday if you haven't already watched it. That's going to show you the importance of posture during ballet, how to hold up, how to align all of your limbs so that you're getting the most effective workout possible and the safest workout possible, because we really want to make sure we're protecting our back, protecting our spine, protecting our knees, all that good stuff. So for today's workout, it's going to be a bar workout. So if you are not familiar with ballet at all, a bar is actually, it's very typical, you've probably seen it in any dance movie. It's the bar that's attached to the wall at a hip height that the ballerinas hold on to as they practice their balancing. It's often used in a ballet class at the beginning of class as part of warm-up routine, and then at the end of class as part of your cool down. So unless you are very, very lucky and have a bar ready to go, I do not, you can use either a sturdy chair, something that you can really use to balance. You don't want something on wheels, the edge of a dresser, even the wall. Make it work. No need for fancy equipment. Or if you really want to challenge your balance, you can also and that's how I'm going to be filming it today. You can do all of these moves without a bar entirely. That's going to really give you an extra core workout. So the first move for today is a plie in all 5 feet positions, which I'll demo. The second move is going to be more plies in first position, including a 30-second hold to really wear out those muscles. Next, we're going to do some battements, and then we'll finish today's workout with some relevés. So don't worry, I'm going to break down each move for you first, and then I will demo all of it to up-tempo music later. So to start with plies, first I'm going to show you the positions of the feet that we're going to be using. So first position, again, watch the alignment video if you haven't. Your legs are turned out from the hips, so not turning out from the knees, from the hips. Your ankles are together, and you want to be, your turnout's going to depend on your flexibility and just your body. We're all put together a little bit differently. So you don't want it to be so much that you're uncomfortable, but you also don't want to have your feet really, really close together. So push the turnout as much as you can comfortably. And to determine how far it's turning out, it's not only comfortable, how far you can move them out comfortably from the hips, but also so that when you're bending, your knees are going over your feet, okay? So keeping in mind those same alignment principles, this is first position. Second position is your feet spread apart like this, a little bit wider than hip width. Again, you want to maintain that turnout, and when you're bending, your feet are pointing out, or your knees are bending over your toes. Third position, your heel is intersecting the foot that is your back foot. Fourth position, hope you can see me here. You're going to keep your feet turned out, but one is in front of the other. Line up the heel of your front foot with the toe of your back foot. This. For fifth position, I'm actually not quite flexible to hold this, but it's your feet as turned out as possible with your front heel on your front toe. Or if that's too much of a strain on your hips, which it is for me, I've lost a lot of flexibility in my hips, you can also do fourth position closed. So instead of really pushing the turnout like this, you're just going to bring your foot back, have your heel touching your toe, okay? So a plie is just a bend or a fold, French term, and you want to, keeping your hips tucked under, bend, shooting your knees out front over your toes, none of this, that's gonna put pressure on your joints, and you want to bend as deeply as you can until your heels are going to lift from the floor. Once they lift from the floor, that's going into a grand plie, which we're not working with, because this is very introductory. So bending just as far as you can right before those heels are gonna pop up. If that is very uncomfortable for you, you can make this move, you can modify this move a little bit easier just by doing a demi-plie. So that just means halfway. So not as far, not as deep as a full plie, just halfway. So in all feet positions, it's going to be the same. You know, go as deep as you can before your heels pop up the floor, or you can modify to a demi. In third, in fourth, and I'm doing in closed fourth. Okay? Typically, these moves would all be accompanied with port de bras, which is the carriage of the arms. But to keep this very simple and help you really focus on your lower body, we're just gonna do this with our hands on our hips. All right? So we're gonna repeat each of 5 plies in each position for moving to the next position. Then after that, we're going to move on to move number 2, which is plies in first. We're gonna keep on working those muscles, including a 30-second hold. So an isometric hold is when you're holding a position at the crux of it. So you're not going up here, you're holding it as deep as you can, again, before your heels pop up the floor, and we're going to hold it in place for 30 seconds and really work those muscles and tire them out. This is also going to challenge your balance and your core. You're going to use your core to hold yourself upright. It's going to be a great workout. So the third move we'll be doing is battement, which basically just means a kick. So you can do these from any feet position, but we're going to keep it in first position, keep it simple. So we're going to do battement forward, battement back. So if I was to do this very slowly, you would notice that I'm coming through, maintaining my turnout, lifting off the floor, and going as high as I can, which is not that high. I'm not super flexible in my legs, and then bringing it back down. You don't want to kick and do this. You want to maintain that great posture, holding onto the wall if necessary. Forward, through first position, and back. So again, don't worry about kicking super high. You can still get a great workout on those muscles, only lifting a little bit. What's important is that you're really thinking about the muscles that you want to be using. So this is really working your glute, your booty, and your quads. So make sure those muscles are engaged on the lift and on the lower, and that's going to get you a much better workout. So we're going to do them to the front, to the back. So don't just swing, lift. Think tall thoughts and lift. Okay? And we're going to do those on each legs. The last move for today's workout is relevé, which means to lift higher again. So that is when you see those pretty ballerinas lifting up on their toes. So we are not actually working in pointe shoes. So we're just going to be lifting up onto the balls of our feet. Make sure that when you're doing this move, you're really concentrating your weight into the pad of your foot right behind your big toe. You almost want your pinky toes to practically be lifting off the floor. So don't do this. Keep the legs as straight. Again, a micro bend in the knees so you're not straining them. Rolling up and down. Okay? So we're going to be working our calf muscles just by raising and lifting. And then we're going to end with a 30-second hold. That will really tire out those calf muscles. Again, all of these would typically be accompanied with upper body movements, but we're gonna keep it simple, hands on the hips. So that's pretty much the move breakdown. I'm gonna go ahead right now and film you a separate video so you don't have to watch this if you don't need to, of me demoing all the moves to music. I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, please leave comments. We are happy to explain further or demo them in another way if that would be helpful. Okay, have fun, guys.